What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prizepicks MLB player props video. Coming off a video yesterday where we went 2-1. We got hooked by Arenado, unfortunately. He got stranded on third, had 7 fantasy points. If he would have came in and scored, we would have had a nice 3-0 sweep, but called the Jordan play, called the Justin Tucker play, both absolutely crushed. Arenado almost got there for us, but regardless, another 2-1 video. These picks are free. Going to keep giving them to you. We are currently on a 10-4 run. If you enjoyed the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It is free. It takes 2 seconds to do. It does really help me out, and I'll be helping you guys out with these videos for free all MLB season long. If you're really looking to step up your game, would be a great day to jump in the VIP. We have a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 slate as far as MLB is concerned. So should be plenty of good options. Like I said, I'm going to give 3 to you right here today, but should be a plenty more. If you check out the VIP member package, you're going to get access to every single one of my tickets, all sports, all apps. The lower tier packages, you can get access to one sport, one app, either Underdog Fantasy or Prizepicks Fantasy. They have the largest board, kind of are the largest infrastructure for props in the game right now. So I do offer those as lower tier packages. There are even more apps offered in the VIP, though, as far as those picks. So let's get into it. We'll give you 3. We'll go game by game as we always do. And the first game that I would like to discuss is going to be the LA Dodgers taking on the Cincinnati Reds. This is a phenomenal spot here tonight on this MLB slate because the LA Dodgers get to take on Luke Weaver in Cincinnati. He is not good. The Dodgers lineup is very good. This should lead to great things for them tonight. So let's go ahead and break it down for you guys as far as what I like at this top of this Dodgers lineup. So let's bring it up here. LA Dodgers taking on Cincinnati, taking on Luke Weaver. His numbers have been very bad to both sides of the plate this season. Against lefties, he's giving up a 315 WOBA with a 244 ISO. Against righties, he's giving up a 403 WOBA with a 287 ISO. His recent form has been specifically terrible against right-handed bats. Really bad. He's been doing a little bit better against those lefties, but against the righties, giving up a 393 WOBA, a 290 ISO. 23.4% K rate, but only a 1.4% walk rate. That's great and everything, but when you're not really striking people out at an elite rate, you give up a lot of hard contact, and you're facing guys that don't strike out at the top of this Dodgers lineup, such as an elite bat and Mookie Betts. You're going to have some issues. Last 30 days, Mookie against right-handed pitching, a 289 ISO, a 372 WOBA, 16.5% K rate, a 15.4% walk rate. He's very disciplined. The LA Dodgers have one of the highest totals on the slate. They have one of the best lineups in the MLB, if not the best lineup in the MLB right now. Should be able to turn this lineup over a lot of times. You know, I could see Mookie going deep tonight. I could see Mookie getting walked 3 times, stealing a bag, coming in the score multiple times. There's just so many different ways that he can get you there tonight. And like I said, most notably, Luke Weaver struggles against righties. Going to be an issue for him. So Mookie Betts is in a phenomenal spot here tonight for pick number 1. And then not to mention the ballpark, Cincinnati, Great American Small Park. LA Dodgers are on the road, so they're going to get the guaranteed at-bats in the top of the 9th inning. And you look at the ballpark, as far as Great American Ballpark is concerned, one of the best hitting environments in baseball, especially to those right-handed bats. As you can see, he plays very friendly doubles, very friendly home runs, very friendly for average, that left side of the field. We know Mookie can spray it all over the place. He can pull the ball. He can go to opposite field, etc. But you really can't ask for much more of a better spot than this. Not to mention the Reds' bullpen isn't good. But for pick number 1, we'll kick things off at the top of this lineup. Mookie Betts, 82 degrees, 6 mile-an-hour winds blowing out to straightaway center is the last thing that I'll mention here. Fantastic hitting weather. This is just a great spot for Mookie to have a great game. 8.5 fantasy score. Has only hit this in 2 of the last 5. I don't care. For those of you that come in and look at the last 5 charts on Prizepicks and then make your picks based on it, you're really doing yourself an injustice. You probably should change your process. Not exactly the smartest thing to do. But every matchup's different. Love this one for Mookie. For pick number 1, we're going to over 8.5 hitter fantasy score for him. And then pick number 2, we did this yesterday with the Kyle Tucker and Jordan Alvarez picks of, a nice 2-man stack at the top of that Houston Astros lineup. I talked about how I really loved that. Well, the same story is going to be said here today with a nice 2-man stack of Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman, phenomenal bat that really can rake. Just kind of went over the numbers with Luke Weaver, but we'll reiterate it and talk about Freddie Freeman's numbers because they're really, really good. No surprise, he's going to be in the 2 spot here today. He's expected to be a 208 ISO with a 12% K rate, 9.1% walk rate against right-handed pitching over the last 30 days. You look at the season, he's rocking a 185 ISO, 405 WOBA. So the average has been really good. regardless, with the power's been up recently. And Luke Weaver talked about his numbers on the season. 244 ISO, 315 WOBA to those lefties over an 88 at-bat sample size. Freddie Freeman's also been able to steal some bags for us this year, which doesn't hurt our feelings. You look at the top guys in the league as far as steals, Freddie Freeman's going to be on page 2 here with 8 stolen bases, which is a nice little bonus for the fantasy score. I mean, you really can't ask for much more when it comes to fantasy score from a first baseman than Freddie Freeman. Hits for contact, hits for power, discipline hitter. He'll get on base. He's in the LA Dodgers lineup that's just absolutely stacked up and down. On the road, like I said, his opportunities should just be endless here tonight. So I love this first 2 as far as the Dodgers lineup. On the slate tonight, I think you got to stack them up. You can put these 2 together in any of your tickets. I really do like them. For pick number 2, we're going with the over 9.0 Freddie Freeman hitter fantasy score. Talked about it. Luke Weaver, terrible hard contact. Last thing that I'll bring up is the Reds bullpen. We'll just bring that up here real quick for you guys. Is not good. They're bottom 10 in the entire league, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10th worst in the entire league is Cincinnati's bullpen with a 4.38 xFIP. So lock in the Freddie Freeman play, lock in the Mookie Betts play here to start things off in this video today, and I feel really good about it. Similar to what we talked about with Jordan and Kyle Tucker yesterday, that nice 2-man stack, they both hit for us. I think these 2 come through for us tonight. And then pick number 3, we'll kick it on down to the late game between the Chicago Cubs and the LA Angels. The Chicago Cubs get to take on Tyler Anderson, who's been very underwhelming. They have a 4.65 implied total. They're in LA. There's 9-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to left center, and Tyler Anderson has been #bad. So I certainly do want to talk about Nico Hoerner, whose recent form against lefties has been really, really good. So let's talk about that. Nico Hoerner pulling up his statistics on the season and over the last 30 days for the Chicago Cubs versus left-handed pitching. We'll talk about Tyler Anderson first. This season, terrible numbers, specifically against right-handed hitting, which is going to be a problem for him because every single hitter in the entire Chicago Cubs lineup tonight is expected to hit from the right-hand side of the plate. Tyler Anderson's given up a 376 WOBA with a 229 ISO versus those righties. He's only got a 13.3% K rate with a 9.4% walk rate, and then you break down the last 30 days. It's been even worse. Nico Hoerner, traditionally a contact guy, a 344 WOBA, 10% K rate, doesn't strike out, doesn't walk, but he puts the ball in play. And stolen base upside. We talked about it with Freddie Freeman. Nico Hoerner is one of the best stolen base guys in the entire league. He's 11th with 14 stolen bases. That's going to add up quick for you on Prizepicks. You get 5 fantasy points if he's able to swipe the bag. So that's another good thing going for us tonight. And last 30 days, his numbers against lefties have been incredibly good. Just talked about him being a contact guy. He's a 357 ISO against left-handed pitching with a 436 WOBA, 7% K rate. So the power has been there for Nico versus those lefties as of late, which is a nice little bonus. It's not really something you're honestly expecting from him all the time. And just talked about Anderson, 220 ISO, 361 WOBA. You know, I think there's a really solid chance Nico Hoerner has a great game here tonight. He's at the top of the Chicago Cubs lineup. The LA Angels have a bottom 12 bullpen in the entire MLB, which is going to help us out. And can't ask for much more, man. Top of the lineup, on the road, guaranteed 9th. LA Angels bullpen. Tyler Anderson's been terrible versus righties. Nico Hoerner's recent form against left-handed pitching is phenomenal, and he's got a ton of stolen base upside. So, not to mention, his hitter fantasy score is only at 7.0 over here on Prizepicks. Typically, a guy in this good of a spot, you're going to be looking at, 7.5, 8.0, 8.5, 9.0 we saw with Freddie Freeman. But love the spot for Nico Hoerner here. I think he has a phenomenal game here tonight for pick number 3. We're going with the over 7.0 hitter fantasy score for Nico Hoerner. And that will be my 3 picks to get you win some money over here on Prizepicks in the MLB tonight. Looking to keep this one going. If you've been tuning in these videos, you should be making some money. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you enjoyed this video, check out the premium content link below in the description if you're looking to get more of my picks. Every single one of my tickets as soon as I place them, and a whole lot more if you get the KJK DFS VIP member package. That's the most popular. That is the one that I would recommend. And that is all from me. Wishing you all the best of luck on your Prizepicks MLB player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.